Good evening, fellow citizens of Australia. This evening's broadcast is brought to you by Mr. Money Minute, myself, aka Cody. And just there we go. So what's new? It's been a while since I've done a broadcast for you, for my followers. You may have noticed I have gotten a haircut. It was about time. I started trying to hide under those hats for some time. Anyway, moving on. I had the great privilege the other evening, last weekend, of going to see this concert. And it was quite literally incredible. In person, performances were fantastic, and it will be forever burnt into my memory as a night to remember. I can't say much about the audience though, apart from those of you who I know that you went, or those of you who went as well that I know of you. But those in the audience who I did not know, who were complete strangers. Wow! Gosh. Look, I don't want to sound disapproving or ungrateful for saying this, but the Slim Shady Daddy can attract the questionable crowd. Anyway, moving on. So that was fantastic, which was great. Last weekend, no open house because the house is under contract. So very, very exciting. What else? What else has happened since? Actually, tomorrow evening at about 7 p.m. on the dot, is the final okays that the house has gone. So tomorrow we have one more inspection, and it's hopefully all smooth sailing. I have to mention a big shout out to my pardon me, my cousin Meg Sheehan in Brooklyn, New York, and her boyfriend Rob Corso for achieving their target of $25,000 in pledges to fund the fantastic grilled cheeses project. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look out on my Facebook page. You'll see a link to it, or Google grilled cheeses or Kickstarter. Kickstarter is this fantastic website that allows people with entrepreneurial or general project or business ideas a chance to fund or achieve funding through pledges from Kickstarter, and initiate their business and project dreams. So I have to give a big shout out to them for achieving it in the 11th hour, as usual, as many projects like that happen. So bravo, well done. Bit of a shout out to one of my Australian cousins, Liz, who lives in the north inner west of Sydney. Her car was, I believe, totaled early this week, which was awful to hear. So thoughts with you, and yeah, it sucks. Sorry to hear that, and Christmas will be better, I promise. You may notice this new. I've done a little bit of redecorating. I did mention this in a previous blog, but I was at a primary one of my primary schools birthday function celebrations. One of the artworks there were these here and here, which I have had the privilege of purchasing. I'm not going to go and show you those in detail. You can just sort of see them. This one is a photo of an ocean, rocks somewhere in Sydney, roughly. On canvas, the other is another photo of some mountains in maybe it's Nepal or somewhere. It's somewhere in Europe or something, but they're just really amazing. So that's those. Yep, that's news. Also, one more official full day tomorrow. The day after Adventure Start, which I did mention to you lovely folks before. I'll be doing a broadcast after my return with all the news and latest from the adventure. So there's that. What else to go through? Not really much. I received my final results from my studies, distinctions across the board, which I'm very pleased about. Very, very pleased about. So, yay! It's just party now until party and work until things next year start to get a little bit more serious. So that's that. Steve, interesting you mentioned that this 3-year-old baby was dictating the purchases or the purchase decisions of the mother in Coles the other day. Interesting. I don't know whether you could. It's interesting that you think that she was listening to the kid. I don't believe she was. I mean, I wasn't there. I can't say for sure, but from what you've broadcast, I have a bit of a different theory, which is that if you're shopping with a little one, it's often harder because they want to grab everything, touch everything, and say, "Mommy, I want this, and the first thing the parents want to do is say, "No, stop acting up, put that back. We're not going to get that," etc. And it just goes back and forth. So the easiest thing for the mother to do at that stage would be to just say, "Okay, let's go. We're not gonna," which is what she did in the end. But look, I'm just giving you my 2 cents worth. I'm not sure if the child, let's say, is dictating the purchase decisions of that particular one, but that's just my view of it. I swear there was something else I wanted to talk about, but I honestly cannot remember. Oh, the weather! Just sees, steam, smoke rings coming out of the maze. Who else is fed up with this screwed up weather? I want to go to the weatherman's office, knock on his door and say, if you predict good weather, there might actually be good weather. Stop predicting rain, pour, rain, pour, rain, pour. Because it's just been ridiculous. Ridiculanus is what it's been. Ridiculanus, yes. So, yeah. That is all from Mr. Money Minute this evening. Reporting to you from the northern beaches of New South Wales. I'll be back again in a few days' time. Godspeed and God save.